Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley if you are new here, and on this channel I usually make homeschooling content, but I thought it would be really fun to sit down and share all the things that I got for my kids. If you are new here, I have a 5, almost 6-year-old son, a 3-year-old son, and a 1-year-old daughter. So in the past I used to do the something they want, something they need, something they wear, and something to read. But this year I decided to not do that because I felt like I was just kind of trying to buy things and then fit them into the categories, and I love gift giving. It's like one of my favorite love languages. If you ask my husband, even when I go to the grocery store, I love just like picking up different like foods that I think my family will really like. So I decided to get rid of those 4 categories because I thought that I could give better gifts that way. And the reason that I kind of adopted those 4 categories for Christmas is because I didn't want to like blow the budget completely out of the water, and so I realized that I could still keep it within like a good budget without having to do the 4 categories. So with all of that being said, I think I will jump in first by sharing what I'm getting for my 1-year-old daughter, because honestly it's not very much because she's only 1 and she doesn't really know what's going on. It will be fun. She probably will like have fun opening the gifts and stuff, and she'll really like the gifts, but it's not really necessary to buy her a whole lot, I don't think. So the first thing is something that I kind of just saw that I think she might like on Amazon. It's this little like push toy. You just like press these little buttons and it just looks like something fun that she can play with. I could throw in the diaper bag, and when she's getting like antsy when we're at church or somewhere, then I could just hand it to her and hopefully she'll like it. The next thing is something that like I know she's going to love. Each of my boys have one of these chairs that they sit and watch TV in, and she is constantly stealing these chairs from them. The second they get up, she crawls over as fast as she can and sits in their chairs. So I think to have her own, she's going to be very excited. So I'm very excited to give her this. And then because I am trying to avoid just buying for the sake of buying, and I want each gift to really mean something to my kids, I obviously, like I said, my daughter doesn't really understand a whole lot. She doesn't really play with toys a whole lot either. That's all I technically got for her right now, because I didn't just want to like buy things that I think like a 1-year-old daughter would like. I want to buy something that she actually would like. And so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy her a play kitchen, because the one toy that she does actually like to play with is the play food. So I will pop in a couple screenshots over here of the 2 that I am debating between. One is $99 and then one is $199. And I am thinking about getting the $199 one if the budget allows for it, because I do think my boys will actually enjoy playing with it as well, and the bigger one will allow for 2 kids to play with at the same time. But we do live in a small house, so I am also considering just buying the smaller one and then they could just take turns. So we will see. The jury's still out on what I actually end up doing for that. I actually almost forgot. I also got my daughter this little bike that is for like very young kids. I will pop a picture in so that you can kind of see it put together, because it's obviously still in the box here. It says it's for ages 12 to 24 months. My daughter is 15 months old and she's technically not walking yet, but she's obviously going to get there very soon. And when we go to our play group, we go to just like a playground, and so they all like to like ride bikes, and my friend has a daughter who has the same bike, and I figured once Melly, my daughter, can walk, especially in the spring when we go start meeting at the playground and stuff again after the cold winter, like I think she's gonna love having her own bike to like play with the kids. So this is also something that I got for her. I almost forgot this one. So now I will get into my boys. The way that I did this was I bought them quite a few toys to share, because they are joined at the hip as it is, and they just play with basically everything together. They like the same things. They are only 2.5 years apart, and I basically have to buy them the same stuff, because if I don't, if one of them has one and then the other one doesn't, they just fight over it. So you'll see, it's all a lot of the same stuff. But I will start with my 3-year-old, since we'll just go from youngest to oldest, and The first thing I got him is this Sonic Stuffy, is what my kids call them. Instead of stuffed animals, they call them stuffies. And this thing is huge, if you can't tell. And he is absolutely going to freak out over it. If I ask him what does he want for Christmas, it's a Sonic Stuffy. So the fact that this thing is huge, and it was only like $18 or something, I feel like for a size like this, it should be a lot more. But yeah, I bought both my sons this because, again, they will fight over it if I don't buy them both, so they'll both enjoy it. I got one of them for each of these. The next thing I got him was this little Spider-Man vehicle. If you turn it, it kind of like pops up, and then you can shoot out little like web blaster things, which I think, you know, what boy doesn't like doing like things like that? And I thought originally you could change out who was driving it, but both my sons have favorite Spider-Mans as well, and Riley, my 3-year-old's favorite, is the guy who's driving, so hopefully that will go over well for him. We'll see. Something else I got for him was this gecko dress-up outfit. It's from PJ Masks. My boys are really not super particular into what they watch, honestly. If I put on different shows like Spider-Man, PJ Masks, Rugrats, they really like get into each show. So as you'll see, there's like a variety of different shows because they kind of have favorites, but they also really like all of them. But they love dressing up like superheroes. So I bought both my sons their favorite out of these. So my middle child likes green, and then my oldest likes blue. So anytime the characters have those colors, that's who they end up being. Riley is the green one who is gecko. And then the next thing that I got him, I did not bring up here because we have it hidden in our basement right now, is a suitcase, which sounds like something kind of silly, but my oldest son is completely obsessed with suitcases. He just loves them. Like, he just thinks they're really cool because you get to put all of your stuff in it and you have all your favorite stuff in one place. And so he's been asking me for a Spider-Man suitcase for at least a year now, honestly. And as you know, like, suitcases are not cheap. So I keep telling him, you can have one for Christmas, you can have one for Christmas. And he honestly doesn't know that he's getting it because he's kind of forgotten about that. So I got them each one because if I just get one for my oldest, because he's the one who really likes that type of thing, they just do everything together. And so when my oldest has the big suitcase that he has all of his favorite things in, and then my middle son doesn't have that, it's just like, he's not going to be happy. He's going to then want a suitcase. So I bought them each one. I actually found them on a really good sale at Target. I think they were both under $50, like $48 or something. And so all the other Spider-Man suitcases that I could find were all like $100. So it was like an amazing find. I'm super excited to give them to especially my older son. So they each got one of those. Long story is to say that they each got a suitcase. I will also pop a picture of that so that you can see it because I don't have it here to show you because it's in the basement. So I think what I'm going to do next is just show you the one other present that I got my older son, and then I'll show you the things that I got my boys to share. The one other thing I got him was, like I said, he likes the blue PJ Masks, so I bought him the blue one. It didn't come yet. It was supposed to come today. It's supposed to come tomorrow, so he will be Catboy is the blue one. And then the other thing that I got him was, like I said before, the Sonic Stuffy. I got him the same one, and then he also got a suitcase. And then I also bought him this Pizza Fire Van Ninja Turtle toy because they also like Ninja Turtles. I don't really let them watch Ninja Turtles anymore. They watched a few episodes, and then I felt like my son was kind of like starting to act like a teenager, like with that attitude that the like Ninja Turtles had. And I was like, all right, we're not going to watch this anymore because it's like rubbing off on you in a way that I don't like. So I might like surprise them occasionally and let them watch an episode, but the whole like they imitate what they like, I don't really like that. So, but they still like have Ninja Turtle toys and they still like Ninja Turtles. So I thought the whole idea behind them each having their own vehicle kind of a thing would be good because again, they kind of fight over everything. We're kind of learning through that, but I thought it would be cool if they each had a vehicle that kind of shot things out. This one shoots out pizza, that one shoots out webs, you know. Okay, so now I will show you what I bought them together. I guess I'll start with the first thing, which is kind of like their big thing that they're going to share together. I got them a Tony box, which I am very excited for because I think they're going to spend a lot of time playing with this, and this one obviously comes with Woody. I got it on sale for Black Friday, and my mom is buying them each a couple different Tony boxes, so they'll have 4 more from Christmas, and then if the budget allows, I might buy them like 1 or 2 more to like fill it out, but for now, this is all I have. This is their big present to share. I also bought them some golden books. This is kind of a tradition. I really like buying golden books for Christmas because I really like the little golden books, and they're obviously inexpensive. So we have Super Mario, because I also like Super Mario, The Mighty Avengers, Follow the Ninja, Ninja Turtles, and then a Blaze book. And then something else I bought was these little Pipsqueaks Crayola markers. It comes with like a little stand that they sit in, which is really helpful because my boys are really into coloring right now, and especially with markers. And then the markers kind of go all over the place. Like some markers we don't really have like a specific container for. So I really liked these ones because it has like a container they sit in. And then there's so many colors, so they're going to love this. It's going to be very exciting. So this next one I saw, and I thought this would be a really good one for winter specifically because it is like a game that they can play on the TV, but it's like an active game, like where on the back you can see here you like put little wristbands on your wrists and then on your ankles, and then you kind of have to like reach for the colors and stuff. Once I got it, it does say it's for 8 and older, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too hard, especially for my 3-year-old, but I kind of thought this would be really helpful to like give them something to do in the winter, and so I'm not like going crazy because they need to get energy out, and then it's like, sure, it's kind of screen time, but they're playing a game, and so I don't have to feel bad that they're like in front of the TV because they're going to be being active. So we'll see how it goes. I hope it works out well, like I said, and it's not too difficult for them. So this last gift I actually got really lucky on because I actually bought these for my nephews because we have nephews who are exactly the same age as our boys, and it said that it was delivered one day when like I got other things from Amazon, but this was not specifically delivered, so I contacted Amazon and then they sent me a new one, but then I actually got the originals as well. And so I bought my nephews, and then in turn, because of the mistake, I'm going to put these in my boys' stockings. So they got little water bottles. It's always good to have water bottles around here, especially ones that they can take with them so that when we go to like playgroup or we just run out of the house, we could just have like an overabundance of water bottles. So I feel like I kind of sped through that. Hopefully it wasn't too fast, but I am fighting the light. It is getting dark outside because unfortunately it starts getting dark at like 4:30 now. So yeah, that is all that I got for my kids for Christmas. Hopefully maybe it gave you some ideas. I can link everything that I got down below in case you also think that your kids might like it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.